Hello, welcome to C programming. This is Shaji again, and this is programming lesson 7. In the previous program video we have seen how to use for loop, what a for loop is and how it can be used, changing the increment values, step values, final values, and doing some activity within the block of for loop. In this video we will have some more fun with for loop, what the way the for loop can be modified and how it is exactly working. Here I am going to pull out this part from this for loop. That means the initial value I have taken initially, that is before for loop, but I left the semicolon there for the syntax formality. Syntax is the style of telling something to the language, more or less similar to the grammar of our natural languages. So I equal to I plus 1, that is the initial value which required, I have given it, and for the language sake I have given semicolon here. And let us try, will it work or not. Actually this program was to, okay, let us check it first. This is the original program. Let me execute and see how the output is going to come. Yeah, it is the numbers from, this is a program for printing numbers from 1 to 100 and the sum of all the numbers that will be printed. This is the original program. So here I am going to play with it. So I have pulled the I equal to I plus 1, the initial value initially before for loop, and or rest all are the same. Let us see how it is going to execute. Will there be any change or will it be the same? Yeah, exactly, this is the same thing. It is printing numbers from 1 to 100 and the sum is also being printed. That means no change. For loop can be played even like this. Then one more change, let us try this I plus plus. Can I put it inside I plus plus? Let us see. So I moved this I plus plus inside of the for loop, but for the language formality I left the semicolon there itself. Let us try it. Execute. Wow, again it is giving the same thing. That means not exactly same, something wrong, something different. It is starting from 2. Actually previously it was starting from 1, but it is printing till 101. That means something wrong. Let me keep this I plus plus at the end and see at the end of the block, and let us see how it is going to happen. Execute, compile, error 0, warning 0, it is running, and we are getting the same way. The starting value is 1 and ending value is 100 and the sum is 5050. So this way we can manipulate for loop. Or if you give, even if you give the for loop in this way, this is fine. Or if you want to give in the classical way, that is, if you want to give the initial value here initially and the step value here in the construct itself, it's well and fine. Again I am going to do some more modifications with for loop. I am going to declare one more variable. Okay, let me put it as j equal to 100. So here I am going to print j first, then I. Here I am going to give j minus minus, that means decrementing the value of j. This can be given like j equal to j minus 1 or j minus equal to 1, all are same. So j minus minus means decrementing the value of j in steps of 1. So I am printing j and I am printing I. Let us see. So j is decrementing and I is incrementing. Let us execute and see what is the output. No error, no warning. Okay, this is the output. The number is printing in way. First it is printing j is 100, then it is printing I is 1. Next j is 99 and I is 2. So j is decrementing and I is incrementing. Okay, if you want to do some kind of thing like this, you can use two different variables. One will be incrementing, another one will be decrementing. So this can be done this way, or here we can put j here. Okay, let it be. This part alone I am going to bring it here. So every step, execution of every block of this program code, we are going to decrement j and increment I. So here we have some value of I here, I equal to 1, j equal to 100. Every step we will be incrementing I and decrementing j. This we can give within the for loop itself, but this is separated by a comma here, not a semicolon. There will be only two semicolons, but we can have many increment or decrement which will be separated with the help of commas. Let us execute, compile and run. Error, no warning. Yeah, it is printing from 100 to 1 as well, 1 to 100. So this way we can have a little more modified ways of using for loop. Okay, here also I am going to make a little change, comma j equal to 100, I equal to 1, j equal to 100, I less than or equal to 100, I plus plus, j minus minus. This also will go. Initial values are given here, final value is given here. We will be having only one final value. We can have any number of initializations here, and steps also we can have many within the block. So these values, whether you give here or within the for block, it won't make any difference. Same way, the initial values we can give initially before the for loop or within the for loop. Let us try it. Execute, compile and run. Yeah, it's coming. So there is no difference. This way we can have for loops. Okay, let me have more fun. Int sum So here I am going to give, this one is j equal to I equal to sum equal to, actually the sum will be same for all because one is incrementing, another is decrementing. Possibly the sum will be 101. Even then sum, and here we have to increment the sum to comma. Oh, on it, because sum we are calculating here within this program. So what we can do is here we can find the sum equal to I plus j semicolon. So semicolon is a must for all the completed statement, but we are not using semicolon here after for loop because it is not completed. Still the body of the for loop is continuing here, so we are not using any semicolon here. If you give a semicolon here, that means it will be ending here. We will try to, it won't give any error, but the program will be behaving in a different way. Let us try, compile and run. Yeah, so all sum is 101 because when one is incrementing, the other one is decrementing. So I equal to this value, j equal to this value, and sum equal to this value. So I is from 1 to 100, j is from 100 to 1, and sum is the sum of I and j. Okay, what did I say before is we can give semicolon here. The compiler, I suppose, will not say anything wrong, but our program will be behaving in a different way. Let us see what way it is going to. We should not give semicolon here because this is not a completed statement. If you give semicolon here, then the compiler will think that this statement is completed, nothing more to do. So there is no block. Even if the block is there after the for loop, this block does not belong to this for loop. And compiling, okay, it is not giving any error, but the loop is not executed. J equal to 0. Of course, because the j is initialized here within the value. I equal to 101. After execution of this one time, I become I plus 1. And sum equal to 101. So there is no validity for this loop because of the semicolon given here. So we can remove the semicolon from here. So this is the correct structure of the loop. Okay, we will do something more with this for loop. That is, you must have noticed the /t over here. /t means it is giving a tab space. There will be a space of a tab. If you press the tab key in the keyboard, you will get a space. That much space will be left after this value printed, before the next value to be printed, to have a separation. /n is for printing a new line character. Similarly, new line means enter, the effect of enter. Similarly, /t is to give the effect of tab key. And I'm going to give another statement here. For that I have to use another construct, that is if. If is a construct which is used to check for some condition. If I have to give some condition within the if I equal to 10. If suppose i's value equal to 10, then what I have to do? I have to break the loop. Let us try, then we will see what is going to happen. If i's value equal to 10, then this loop will break. That means it will stop. So it is being printed from 0 something wrong, j equal to something wrong here, what is the wrong thing here? Okay, actually the wrong thing is here comparison, if you are using, we have to give the operator double equal to, otherwise i's value will become immediately 10 and this loop will be break. So if you give a single equal to, that is an assignment operator to assign some value to a variable, but if you use double equal to, that is for comparison operation. This is a comparison operation. We have to give 2 equal to consecutively. So let us try now. It is I value is coming from 1 to 10, but after 10 it is not executing, that is being stopped because of this break. If I give 90 here, so the loop will break with 90. Up to that it will be executing. I's value is 90. So this break construct can be used with if with the help of some condition. Okay, there is another technique, I modulus 2. So this percentage is an operator in C language. This is remainder operator. That means if I is divided by 2, it will give the remainder, not the value. Suppose this value is equal to 0. If i's value equal to 0, then continue. This remainder operator, suppose if you divide 5 by 2 with this remainder operator or the modulus operator, 5 divided by 2, 5 modulus 2, we will get the answer 1. That means it is not 0. If 2 divided by 2, 2 modulus 2, then you will get 0. That means this will give a 0 value whenever we get a even number in this series for the value of 5. That time it will continue. Continue means it will just continue without doing anything further. So in that case, if you give it here, if the condition is true, it will simply pass back to this for without executing this many number of lines of statement. That means this will be skipped. So we will be dealing only with the even numbers of I. Let us see. Yes. So whenever the even numbers are coming, it is skipping. Whenever the odd numbers are coming, it is doing the procedure. So we can use continuous statement or break statement within the for loop. So this way we can use continue or break within the loop, so that we can bypass or we can stop the loop with some other condition checking. So this is the first time we are using if statement. If is used to check for some condition. Here we have some condition. Similarly, we had some condition here to exit from the for loop. The same way we have a condition here for comparison operation. We have to give equal to, that is comparison operator. If you give single equal to, that is wrong. So the value will be simply assigned and we will be getting a wrong logical method for this program to solve. So I suppose we have enough with the for loops. You just play around with the code. You can do many more experiments with this for loop, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any doubts, please feel free to contact me. My ID is it_teacher1@yahoo.com. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.